Hello, welcome to Retro for You. Today we're working on Commodore 64 as promised. Good old retro bread bin, full of retro goodness. This is a good one for me because a lot of nostalgia in this. I had one of these as a child, so playing on this again, hopefully playing on this should be good. So I'll let you see. I apologise now in advance for mad moments of camera shake. Basically camera goes like this, shakes. That's down to I'm in this this wooden workshop, and today it's very windy and my camera's attached to the ceiling and the wind was moving the shed, which thus entailed in moving the camera. So unfortunately just put up with that if you can. Cheers. Right, so as I promised before, we're back on the Commodore 64. Well, it's our first video on the Commodore 64. There's more to follow. I'm going to be working with the Kung Fu cart. I've got some other bits and bobs. You can hear the wind now, obviously it's picking up, it's shaking a whole lot. I've also got more news. If you just bear with me a minute, this Amiga 600 is now running. It wasn't running before. I've just managed to fix some traces on the board, so it's running now, and I'll be fitting this Pi Storm accelerator into it, installing some Caffeine OS and some other bits and bobs like a compact flash card, everything. So we'll be restoring this in the next video as well, so that's something to look forward to if you're Commodore fans. But for now, if you're new here, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So join me now for some Commodore 64 greatness after the short intro, of course. Cheers, see you again soon, bye. So, as promised, we're going to do the Commodore 64, which is the bread bin. My favourite Commodore. In fact, one of my favourite computers, to be honest. I mean, who doesn't love it? It's got a shift lock. It actually sticks down. How cool is that? So that means you don't have to keep pressing the shift. Run stop. Can't remember what it does. Obviously, it needs a good clean. I haven't tested this before. I presume it works, like I say, but first of all, let's get this thing open, okay? Because I do want to start giving this a good clean off. So we'll just start by removing these screws and getting it open. Tell you now, I've not actually opened one of these before. It's my first bread bin I've had open, as I've never actually had one. I owned one as a kid, but of course I didn't pull that one to pieces. So just bear with me, it's not like some people have got loads. Right, looks like this one's been modified. Have a look inside, can you see there? Sticky tape holding it together, and also a lot of dust. So we'll take this sticky tape off. I presume there should be some clips at the back. Whether we can 3D print some of them or something, I don't know. Marvellous. So we'll take that sticky tape off. We'll take this keyboard connector off, and also this LED connector. Now, that's easy enough. So we'll just put this side down there for now. We need to take that apart, etc. And it is very, very dusty inside, so we'll give it a quick dust off. This is all new to me, these Commodore 64s. Like I say, this is the first Breadbin I've had apart. So, I want to make sure it's all good. And we've got some things to play with in later videos, etc. But for a start, let's see if we can get it working. Right. What we need to do. Right, that looks a lot better, as you can see. What we need to do is make a composite lead, which I think comes from this one here, maybe. Not quite sure, you see. There you go. It's got to. So, I did buy a connector, which seems to have gone AWOL. Just bear with me. Okay, so I've been looking for the connector. It's here. Typical, isn't it? So I presume this plugs into one of these. So we're going to make a video lead, a composite video lead. So looks right. Doesn't want to fit. And Steve did warn me about these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Well, that's a great start, isn't it? The connector doesn't seem to fit. But it looks right configuration. There you go. It's just very tight to get in. So I guess it's got to ease off as it gets. So hopefully that's good to go. So there you go. So today's video, we're going to be making this lead and powering on, testing this thing. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to make a composite video lead, okay? So we need some cables, which we have here. This has got stereo on, but obviously I think it's just going to be mono. So I could actually connect both up to the same audio. So we just need to snip the end off this so we're all on the same page. Use them later. And just move this out of the way a minute. So we need to strip these wires down. Like so. And then we can twist all these earths together. So again, these can all go together here. And then we have the left audio, right audio and video. And a straight earth wire. So we'll just gently nip these off. Don't know why I started whistling then, a bit strange, wasn't it? So there's the wire ready to go in the cable. Just gonna fit in here. It'll be a bit tight fit. We can always cut this anyway to make it. So I presume with these, press this in and we should be able to pull this out. And then we need to thread this part on. and over the cable. Does fit anyway. If it's loose, it'll be flopping everywhere. Okay, so now that's ready, what we need now is the diagram. So as you can see, these are the pinouts I need. So I need pin 4, which is for the video, which is this one here, so I'll solder that into there. And we need obviously the audio out, which is pin 3, the grey one, and I also need the ground, which is number 2, pin 2, which is straight on the bottom. So basically we're going to get this soldered up now. First we'll solder the ground on. So we'll get some solder. Let me just swap this tip out. Right, so there you have, hopefully, a working video lead. So now's the time to test that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to plug this up, plug it into the video grabber, and I will see you in a minute. Switch to the video capture, and hopefully this will come through. Let's just like hope. There you go, there you go, Commodore 64, 64K of RAM. So this all seems to be working. So I turn that off for a minute. So we've set this up a bit, and I've got some games to try. We've got Ghostbusters, Here You Got a Call, Raid Over Moscow, Rainbow Islands, Beachhead, absolute classic, Manic Miner, and cassette cleaning tape, which we may actually need, you never know. So let's see how we can work this. So we're going to switch on to the video grabber, and we're going to load, I don't know what game to load, I'm spoiled for choice. Let's go for Ghostbusters. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to the software video capture. It's a long time since I've done this, so bear with me. So we'll turn it on. eject the tape. I turn the external camera on as well, so you can see that now. I've got the C64 here and its screen input is there. So what we need to do is put the tape in. Rewound. I'm about to load it now. This is where I need to look at the instructions. So shift and press run stop. So shift and run stop. No, that didn't do anything. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So press shift and run stop. It's where I need Captain Commodore. Did I plug the keyboard in? So let's try again. Shift and run stop. There you go. Load. Press play. Now this is where I play some music and speed the video up, okay? Now that doesn't seem to have loaded and the tape seems to have stopped. So we'll try again. Again, kids, this is called rewinding a tape. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm just going to see if I can quickly clean those heads off with a bit of IPA. So cotton wool bud, some IPA. And we'll just give the rollers and everything. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. Where you can see that. The muck on there. It's not going to focus, is it? But believe me, there's a lot of muck just come off this. So we'll give this a good clean out. And we'll give that a try again. So shift and run stop, press play. Ghostbusters! make your name last first. Retro for you. There you go. Do you have an account? No. $10,000. Use it wisely. So, press space to view cart options. So, I guess I've only got $10,000, so we're buying a compact, which I believe is a Volkswagen Beetle. There you go. So now we need to put a, I think I was in the wrong port. Let's replace this port. Yeah, a PK detector on the front, an image intensifier, and a marshmallow sensor. E to end. Does the letter E not work? Maybe not. So, obviously, oh, there you go, sorry. We need a ghost vacuum. Ghost traps required. That's why it didn't let me.
Ghostbusters!
Always remember to rewind the tapes. Gonna try one more game. Go for Beachhead. Again, we rewind it. Shift, run, stop. switch back to main screen because unfortunately it doesn't seem to be loading again. So we have seen it working. We have ascertained that it does work. It's just that sometimes it's dodgy loading games, etc. But what do you expect? These cassettes are old. I mean, no hardware. You're talking about 40 years old now, aren't you? So what we're going to do in future videos is strip all this down, give it a good clean, restore, and then we'll start playing around with other things I've got here. I've got something called a Ninja cart and everything, so it's all new to me, but I'm going to enjoy the learning experience, and I hope you enjoy the learning experience too. Right, if you're new here, then please like and subscribe. I do like, and also comment. Comments are important. I'd like getting comments because I know there's actually people watching the video. So anything like that will be good. So please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Other than that, I will see you next time on Retro for You. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time.